set. Make sure everyone's known that we're live. All right, looks like we're live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live tonight. It's a Sunday night stream. I know I was supposed to do stream Friday, then Saturday, but unfortunately, it's been a busy weekend. And I felt like tonight I could just go on pretty much live early, try and get a little bit of time out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about some things, ladies and gentlemen. This is LC Muscles 28 here, back in the brand new video. Thank you all for tuning in so far. And I got some big things I want to talk about before I go ahead into my main topics. So with that being said, what you see to the right of me is my YouTube channel monetization eligibility. Right now, I'm at the YouTube partner, I'm eligible to earn money. And right now, there's 1 month remaining for this to go on because it's pretty much Tuesdays to start December. So I pretty much have a month and a day to get to the 4,000 requirement. Right now, I met the subscriber requirement of 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 1,140, close to 1,150. And this is the number right here I need to improve on, 3,777 public watch hours. I'm at 4,000 is the modern requirement. And let's go ahead and talk about what needs to happen and what I'm going to do to get this to happen. So the big thing I'm trying to get to is I'm going to be having some live streams probably in the next couple of weeks. And the thing is, this is probably going to be a more lackadaisical, probably a more free-flowing stream. The next couple of streams are probably going to have some kind of relevant topic around it, or I'm probably going to do something just to get view count up because right now I know I have to get I want to get at least a 12-hour live stream at some point in before the end of the year, probably sometime soon. And I'm in talks right now to do the Steelers-Ravens game on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. So I'm still trying to figure that out, if I can do that or not, the Steeler game reaction stream. I would like to do a Steel Maiden. Right now, is not sure if that's going to happen yet. I'm still working on it. That would be awesome to get my channel some more views because I do need to get more views on my channel. So here's pretty much where I'm at right now, 1,140, 3,777 subscribers. So I'm at 223 view hours away. If you guys would like to support my channel and get me to the monetization value, there are a few things you can do. I'll post some links as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my channel. And I'll go ahead and pull you up some playlists for my channels that will be able to, you guys can watch. So the first thing I would like you guys to do is to view this. It's going to be the Pain and Game podcast. If you guys remember the all-time subscribers of my channel, the Pain and Game podcast was a very big success. It was me, Jerome Latimer, and Shane O'Mac, aka Dragoon XLS. There are 99 episodes to watch. We were planning on doing episode 100. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough time, but go ahead, watch this playlist. I'll go ahead and put it into the comments, and I will also put it in the description of this video, which I will do right now. So go ahead and I will put that in the description. I will keep editing the description as well. I'll also put my TTC one as well, which I'm actually going to make a podcast for our live. You guys will actually see that. So let me go ahead and I will pull that up. So give me a second here. We'll actually see me create a playlist live for my TTC videos. So let me go ahead and I'll create one. Give me a second here. I'm just trying to figure out how you can create one. All right, so let's see, manage videos, playlists, and I will create a new one. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and edit videos and put videos. So I'll go ahead and I will go ahead and then update all the information. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll be doing that now. So every video, TTC video I've created will be on the Pain Again. Will be on the TTC playlist, and I'll go ahead and copy that as well. So just bear with me for a bit, guys, while I go ahead and create this as well. So give me one bit. All right, so I have that there. All right, so now I'm just going to go through my videos, just make sure I have all my TTC videos into one little easy to watch playlist. All right. Get that out of there. All right. All right. And once I'm done with the creating that, there will also be a list to my channel. So give me one big gas. So I did that one. Let me add this one. That one's not in. Go ahead and just set that up. Give me 1 second. All right. No. Back. All right. Come on. Save to playlist. There you go. Good job. All right. Let me do the rest of this with my freaking stylus. It makes things a lot easier. TTC videos. All right, almost done, guys. And then I will copy the playlist into the chat so you guys can watch it. And then I'll get into the meat of my content here, what I really want to talk about. So, and then here we go. Here's the last video. Bam. All right. So that playlist should be done. You go ahead and pull playlist and share it with you guys. All right, so now let's get back to the main screen, which is me. Nope, I want to edit it. All right, so now we're all good with that. That's all saved. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're all set with that. I thank you all so much for joining in so far. But let's get into the meat of what I was going to actually be doing. So let's go ahead and do this. So with that being said, I just heard that. Let me see this. Hold on. Let me wait. That can't be right. Hold on 1 second, guys. Dave Prost, the guy who played Darth Vader, died at 85. Oh, that sucks. That's a shame, man. The guy who played Darth Vader. Because I know James Earl Jones was the voice actor for Darth Vader, but he was the main guy that was the guy who played him in the movie. So that's very sad, unfortunately. Rest in peace to the Darth Vader actor who played him. And now that I have that said, let me take off my phone with the charger. And let's talk about some things that have happened this week. If you guys know my TTC video, I uploaded edited everything on Monday to get the video on Wednesday. And unfortunately, with the Baltimore Ravens, they've had an incident. And that incident is where Steve Saunders, the strength and conditioning coach for the Baltimore Ravens, broke protocol. Yeah, he broke COVID protocol and caused a humongous outbreak to the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens now are without many players, which I actually will go ahead and pull up that list for you guys so you can see. Because, my God, it is a long fucking list. Jesus Christ. Here we go. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the link for you guys. So here we go. Here's only the least because we just had an 8th day in a row. Willie Snead has tested positive today. And he's a 23rd. Okay.
This organization has a standard. And,
Okay. Yeah, enough of that. So now we've had 8 positive days of tests for the Baltimore Ravens. And unfortunately, they are in serious trouble because the NFL is not moving the game. They will not move it. Because right now, the game is set to be played on Tuesday night. No matter what players they have, they let the freaking Denver Broncos play without a goddamn quarterback today. So this game has to happen. They cannot delay us any further. There are no talks of Week 18 from what I know, what Adam Schefter said this morning. Here are the players that are on the list, starting with quarterbacks and moving on forth. So we have, with reports of Matthew Judon, Mark Andrews, Willie Snead testing positive, Lamar Jackson, Trace McSorley, Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins, Patrick Ricard, Willie Snead, Mark Andrews, Patrick Murkai, Matt Skura, Will Holden, DJ Fluker, Calais Campbell, Jihad Ward, Broderick Washington, Justin Madubuke, Brandon Williams, Burnell McPhee, Jalen Ferguson, Matthew Judon, Emil Marshall, Trayvon Young, Khalil Dorsey, and Morgan Cox. I personally don't think the game is going to get postponed any further. I think at this point they're going to keep the Tuesday game, and it's insane because just because of one guy breaking protocol, Steven Saunders, he broke protocol. Do you now have this bad incident? This has been bad. At least the Steelers, we've had some tests, but the thing is, we've been able to contain all our incidents, and this is the point where the Steelers have gotten screwed so many times. It's unbelievable. We got screwed from our bye week because the Titans had to get COVID. And now we've had this issue where the Ravens are breaking protocol. At this point, here's what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to have to play the game Tuesday. They're going to have to play the game, and Pittsburgh's going to win easily. I think they'll win by at least 3 touchdowns. I don't see a reason why not. And I think this game will pretty much be over by halftime. Because Robert Griffin III will be starting. They do not have a backup quarterback as of now. I don't know who their practice squad guys. Let me look that up. Because McSoy was their third quarterback. Actually, let me look at it this way. Because I have the Yahoo app, Yahoo Sports, and it'll tell me the Ravens roster. So let me go ahead and pull this up here. All right, here we go. So we have Robert Griffin III, and the backup quarterback, emergency quarterback, would have to be Miles Boykin. Oh, it's Tyler Huntley? Okay, that's weird. I did not know it was Huntley. Okay, he must be the practice squad quarterback because I thought with the 3 quarterbacks, if it was Robert Griffin III, if they had to dress 3 quarterbacks, Miles Boykin would have to be the 4th. And with that being said, fuck! God damn it, Psycho Mike, you asshole. You got me again, you fucking ass. Oh my God. He gets me every time, though. Holy shit. I don't know what it is. He always gets me at the most inopportune times. Jesus Christ. So the third quarterback, if they have to use an emergency quarterback, would be Miles Boykin. They have Tyler Huntley. Robert Griffin III will be the two starters going into the game. They will have barely any offensive line stars. They're going to have to stress their entire practice squad from what I've heard, because right now their situation is absolutely embarrassing. I personally don't think they're going to have any more tests. I think this will probably be at this point because their positive testings have been decreasing. Even though it's been consecutive days, it's been decreasing. So I don't think that they're going to have any more tests. And you know the reason why I wanted to go live tonight? Because no one was going to watch this Bears-Packers game. This Packers game sucks, to be honest with you. It's 13-3 Packers. They're pretty much going to go get another touchdown. The Bears suck ass with Trubisky. So what's up, Bills Mafia? How you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in. I just talking about the Steven Saunders, how much of a dumbass he is. But yeah, those are all the players right now who will be out at least the next 2 weeks for the Baltimore Ravens. And then with this situation going on, the players that have been tested for COVID will not be eligible to play for 2 weeks. So Willie Snead will not be eligible to play until the Week 14 Monday night game at the latest. He might, but he has to still get tested. The Ravens-Cowboys game, I know that got moved to the Monday Night Football game. It'll be a doubleheader. It'll be a 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time game for the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be live ESPN on Monday night. No, it's on Fox. Okay, it's on Fox NFL Network, 5 p.m. on Monday night. And, oh, there's another touchdown. Great. Yeah, this game's a blowout. And then Bills 49ers will be 8:15. So that's Week 13 for the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson will not be eligible to play until the Monday. Most of the players won't be eligible to play until the Browns game, but at that point, they really won't be able to practice until the Friday of. That's unreal. That's insane. So the Ravens right now, I can see them losing the next 3 games. And don't get me wrong, the Cowboys looked awful on Thanksgiving night. But the thing is, who are the Ravens going to have realistically to play the Cowboys that Monday night? Realistically, Robert RG3 is going to start the next 2 games. And if he gets hurt, it's Tyler Huntley. He gets hurt, it's going to be Miles Boykin. That's awful. I love every bit of it, though, because, this is revenge for last year. Oh, give me a break, dude. The Ravens have been absolutely I've had to hear everything from these Ravens fans, and to finally have the retribution this year, it's absolutely great. So, Steve Saunders, you are a dumbass for breaking protocol. I hope that you get fined, suspended, and you get some serious penalties, because right now I know Baltimore should at least have a protocol, like a draft pick stolen from them. Taken from them, and a humongous fine. So that's pretty much going to do it for the Baltimore Ravens, because right now the Browns, I don't think that they're going to be able to be stopped right now. Even though they almost lost to Jacksonville, they still are pretty much on their way to just being a playoff team. So let's talk about the next topic I have, and that's the Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. pay-per-view. I don't know if you guys watched this last night. I watched it last night at my buddy's house. I went to their house to watch the fight, and I did not do a live stream because the stream ended late, and I'm just like, when I came home, I'm like, there's no way I could stream. I was just way too tired. And I was watching a little bit of UFC too. So Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. I don't know who here saw that fight, but there are some things I want to say about the fight and the pay-per-view in general. The first 2 fights I really didn't care about in the main card. I really didn't care about, so I'm not going to go into that much. I'm just going to go into the 2 main fights, the co-main event and the main event. The co-main event was Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson, former NBA superstar, versus YouTube star Jake Paul. This was a completely one-sided fight. Jake Paul completely destroyed Nate Robinson, and the memes have been great for this fight. Like, they have had some great memes for the Nate Robinson-Jake Paul fight. It was great, and I'll give Jake Paul credit, man. He's came in, he won his first fight against the boxer. I'm trying to remember, was it like DKEI or something like that? But he won that fight, and then you had him winning the fight against Nate Robinson in convincing fashion. Jake Paul landed only eight punches the entire fight. 3 of them were knockdowns, and then one of them he fell over. He missed a punch, but then he fell over. So Nate Robinson, man, yeah, Mike Tyson was fighting last night. You didn't watch it? Oh man, you missed something. You missed a good fight, man. I'll get into the Mike Tyson fight in a second, but Jake Paul, I'll give you credit, man. You had a great fight in there, man. Nate Robinson, you know what's funny was Nate Robinson, after the fight was over, he even went on the group call and everyone trolled him and he just took all the punches, man. Hey, I'll give you credit, Nate Robinson. You stepped in the ring. You didn't look good, but hey, nothing you can do about it, man. You just got your ass whooped. I'm wondering what will happen to Jake Paul next. I'd like to see him actually get in a ring with a real boxer. That'd be nice to see if he can actually hang in the rope, handle himself in the ropes, but we'll see. Because this is legitimately the first boxing event I watched since the Mayweather-Floyd Conor McGregor fight. Floyd Mayweather-McGregor fight. That was the last time I saw a boxing pay-per-view. And then I went out to a bar with. But yeah, I don't mind boxing as much. I like boxing. But the problem is, what ruins boxing for me in general is the judges. The judging can be so bad in regards to certain ones. They had Pacquiao get screwed out of a fight once. Do you remember who it was? Timothy Brad or something like that? He was a boxer. I don't remember what it was, but it was a split decision loss. And it should have been nowhere near that. Oh, dude, that's not happening. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul's not happening. I don't think Tyson could last that long. Because I'll get into the Tyson fight in a second, but I really haven't watched many boxing pay-per-views because the sport of boxing itself is just... What's up, Alexander? Great. But yeah, boxing in general, it's a fun sport. The problem is, though, the judges ruined it. There's so many fights that you can look to where the judges fuck the other fighter over. Like Roy Jones Jr. and Se-Young Park in 1988 in the Korea Olympics. That should have been Roy Jr.'s fight. He should have won. It wasn't even close. And why did you give it to the other Se-Young Park? That was embarrassing. And then there are so many fights that have been horribly ruined by judges. That's why I don't spoil the sport that much. I really don't. I've watched Mayweather versus Pacquiao. I've watched McGregor versus Floyd. Yeah, boxing, since Mike Tyson pretty much was I was too young to not really watch Mike Tyson's prime. I wish I did because Mike Tyson was a phenomenal athlete. But... because I think the earliest fight I remember, like the first memory of boxing I remember is the Evander Holyfield Tyson fight. That was like the earliest memory I remember watching that. It was crazy. But getting into the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. fight. Come on, guys. Let's be honest here. Mike Tyson dominated Roy Jones Jr. It wasn't even close. Oh, God, another touchdown for the Packers. It's 27-3. Oh, get the hell out of here. That sucks. This Bears team's garbage. That game's over. But anyways, Mike Tyson outpunched Roy Jones Jr. by nearly double. And yet it was a draw? Are you kidding me? And I get it. The fight was also shorter than most normal fights. It was an 8-round, 2-minute boxing match per round. Because both these guys are in their 50s. And I get that. But the thing is, good God, dude. There's no way this fight should have been a draw. This should have been an easy win for Mike Tyson. And when you saw the judges' scorecard, I literally was like, are you fucking kidding me? That was horrible. How did these judges get paid the kind of money they do to judge a fight like that? That's embarrassing. And this is an unpopular opinion. It doesn't matter. The game's fucking over anyway. This game sucks. I really don't care, Zach, to be honest with you, man. My question to these people is: this is an unpopular opinion. What do you guys think of Snoop Dogg commentating? I honestly did not like Snoop Dogg commentating. I really didn't. He took away from the match way too often. Like, he didn't really have anything impactful to say. He was just making smart aleck remarks 90% of the time, and he was just taking away from the fight. Meanwhile, you have MORON, who's a great commentator. He's done NXT. He's done WWE. He's done boxing match before. And he's great at it. But good God, why was Snoop Dogg there? Like Sugar Ray Leonard, okay, I see that. Sugar Ray Leonard was decent playing off of MORON, but Snoop Dogg was fucking annoying. I'm sorry. He was annoying in commentary. I could not stand him. He literally just annoyed me every time the fight. We were just like, shut up, shut up. Oh, dude, Psycho Mike, it was fucking bad, dude. Oh, my God, dude. He was just bad. Like, he should not commentate on boxing stuff, but yet, because everyone on social media loved him, he's going to be doing more events. Give me a fucking break. I'm sorry. Snoop Dogg, he does stuff like this, the nature documentary. I love that from him because he had jokes on point. He had commentary on point. But here he took away from the boxing match way too much. And MORON just tried to do what he could. He called a great fight, but just I felt MORON was getting interrupted by Snoop Dogg way too many times. And if I was him, I'd be annoyed by that. So that's pretty much my main thoughts on the fight. And then Snoop Dogg performing before the fight, it could have been better. Honestly, I'd rather just listen to his old stuff than watch him perform live. He's not bad live. I've seen way worse people perform live, like Pitbull. Oh, God, don't get me started on Pitbull. But anyways, that's pretty much my main thoughts on Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. It should have been a fucking Tyson win. It should have been a unanimous decision, but yet these judges do not know what they're doing. But that's pretty much Mike Tyson versus Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. I could talk about some of the NFL stuff for a little while because I know the other stuff that was going on is a little bit more political. I know you guys probably don't want to talk about that too much, but the NFL games today, man, there were a lot of upsets, and I did not have a really good week. One thing I did predict correctly, I knew the Dolphins were going to completely destroy the Jets. The Jets are now 0-11. I don't see a game they can win the rest of the way. Maybe against the Patriots, the last game of the season. But good God, they got to play the Raiders next. They got to go at Seattle, at Los Angeles. Those are two easy L's. Home against the Browns. The last game of their home season is against the Browns. And then they got to play at the Patriots to end the season. I don't see them winning, realistically. Meanwhile, the Steelers, I think we could win. We played a lot. We're going playing Tuesday night, so we'll see. The Thanksgiving games, honestly, they're really boring. I really didn't pay too much attention to them because I went to the beach on Thanksgiving. The Texans destroy the Lions. What else is fucking new? And Matt Patricia and the GM for the Lions got fired, which actually was a really good thing. I actually like that. So I'm glad both of them got fired. And the Lions are a complete dumpster fire. The Texans, they're trying to do what they can because I know the Texans, they got a big game next week against the Colts, so we'll see how they do. They won their second game in a row. Yeah, I agree. I'm thinking the same way, Sia Cougar. Week 17 is like their last resort, pretty much. I don't see them beating the Raiders. I don't see them beating the Seahawks or Rams and the Browns. So Washington destroyed Dallas. What do you know? No surprise. It was competitive the first half. Not going to lie, it was competitive the first half, but then Washington's defense completely suffocated Dallas. And let me tell you guys something. The winner of that division is going to be 6-10. It'll be the worst team to ever make a playoffs in history. Right now, if I go to my playoff machine that I have simulated for the rest of the season, I have the Giants winning that division at 6-10. That's how pathetic the NFC least is. And this is why they need to change the playoff system because the Giants should not be hosting a playoff game. They shouldn't be, especially because there won't be any fans there. So it'll be even worse. Give me a fucking break. Talk about the biggest upset of the day, though, was the Oakland Raiders. I mean, God damn it, the Las Vegas Raiders and the Atlanta Falcons. What a fucking blowout, dude. The Raiders, after playing the Chiefs great last week, absolutely shat the bed against the Falcons. They came in and let Atlanta wipe their fucking ass in front of their face, and it wasn't even close. This game was over at halftime. It was 16-3. And then Atlanta just continued to. Oh yeah, I heard about that. That was funny, man. The Detroit Lions fans were donating to Deshaun Watson's charity. That was great. Yeah, if they have a playoff game at home, I agree, Seaker. It's dumb. I don't understand why they will have a playoff game at home for a 6-10 record. You're not the 7-9 Seahawks in 2010, or you actually have Marshawn Lynch, a good running back, and you have some defensive, offensive prowess. Like, give me a break. But the Atlanta Falcons, 43-6. The first time that score ever happened since 1921, when it's the Green Bay Packers and the Evansville Crimson Patriots. That is the weirdest name I know, but this was back in the 1920s. So yeah, and they didn't even have Julio Jones. The Falcons, where was this consistency all season? Like, seriously, how do you not, like, the Falcons are a fucking enigma. I really do not want to pick them next week against the Saints because in my pick'ems, you don't pick the Falcons, you don't pick the Jaguars. I don't know why Alex picked the Jets originally. Thank God he was smart enough to change it to the Jets last minute to the Dolphins, but still. Raiders-Falcons, completely terrible dumpster fire of a game. Chargers-Bills, pretty competitive game, honestly. I was scared about that Josh Allen injury. That did look pretty bad. He was able to still play the game consistently, even though Barkley came in to hand the ball off once. Josh Allen was fine. Chargers, the problem with the Chargers is Justin Herbert can't carry that team forever. That's embarrassing. Like, I don't get why the Chargers have no freaking defensive help. Like, their defense is absolute trash. Like, it's bad. Like, they've done nothing to help Justin Herbert, and Justin Herbert's having to do everything himself. They should have been competitive last week against the Jets, but still, they're 3-8. They're one loss away from being eliminated from playoff contention. Same with the next game, but the Bills moved to 8-3. Next week, they got a Monday night game against the San Francisco 49ers, who actually just won recently, which I was actually talking about a little bit. That's also another big upset. But the Chargers next week play the Patriots at home. They should win that game. I don't see a reason why they can't. What's up, Blaze Steel? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. I'm just going over the NFL slate, and then I gave my thoughts earlier on the Tyson Holyfield fight and the Ravens-COVID situation. Let's go in the next game, and I know Dashy's not happy about this game. Bengals Giants. Giants take the division lead with the win over the Bengals. They get a strip sack the last play of the game to seal the game away for the Bengals. Giants, though, will be missing Daniel Jones. He did have a hamstring injury. He will be out at least one game, maybe two at most. But let's be honest, they're not winning again next week against Seattle. Maybe they'll win against Arizona, but still, that looks like a pipe dream at this point. I want to see the Chargers beat the Patriots battle because that would pretty much put the Patriots near out of playoff contention at that point. So Bengals, they try to do what they can. Brian Allen tried to do what he could, but he really couldn't get much done. The Bengals just looked really inconsistent. They had to rely on a freaking goddamn touchdown, like a like a kickoff return touchdown to like keep themselves competitive. It really should have been 19-10, but still, Giants won. They're starting to improve at the right time, but still, that division, no, NFC is wide open. What the fuck is that? Is that what the fuck? There's a Grinch musical? Ugh. No, thank you. I'm just going to stick with the original cartoon. Oh, yeah, dude, that's funny. Dude, the Giants-Bengals game was a fucking dumpster fire. Both those teams are pretty bad. The Bengals, I don't see them realistically winning another game this year. Sorry, Dashy. I'm being honest here. I don't see them winning another game. I think they will be eliminated with a loss next week against Miami. And at my buddy Alexander will be going to that game. So Alex, thank you. And I want to see your reaction to that game. Next game we have is the Colts and the Titans. Dude, the Titans whooped the Colts' ass. This game was a blowout. It was bad. Derrick Henry ran down the Colts' throat, and this was completely opposite of the game where they played in Tennessee. It was completely opposite because the Colts dominated the first game against the Titans. Now, this game, the Titans dominated the Colts, and it wasn't even close. Rivers looked awful today. He had a really bad game. He had an interception. It should have been two, but the Titans won 45-26. Derrick Henry, 178 yards, 3 touchdowns. And A.J. Brown had another great game off onside kick return for a touchdown, which I have not seen in a goddamn long time. And yeah, Joe Burrow's definitely depth blow. I agree 100%. They need to draft Penei Sewell from Oregon. That's where they need to get because Jacksonville's going to be 2, Jacksonville going to be 1, Bengals are going to be 3. Get Penei Sewell, Cincinnati Bengals. Please get Penei Sewell because he's going to be one of the best offensive tackle prospects ever. So please get Penei Sewell and protect Burrow. Titans Colts though. Colts, unfortunately, this could be a bad look for them because now they got to play some division games left. They got 4 division games. Like this was one of their first of 4 division games they have remaining. They got to play at Las Vegas, at Pittsburgh. Their schedule is brutal. The last 4 games, even though the Texans are 4-7, they're a competitive team, and the Texans could definitely play really competitive football. And I think they could at least take one away from the Colts. So they got to play at Las Vegas. They're not beating us. I can tell you right now. Their defense completely showed why they're overrated this week. And I thought their defense was really good. But yet, unfortunately, it is overrated. They looked awful all game. Panthers, Vikings, Arizona Cardinals, Patriots. Oh, my God. Zane Gonzalez and Joey Slyer, both on my shit list. Zane Gonzalez, you had a chance to win the game. 40-yard field goal, and you turned it wide right. And then Joey Sly, not even getting it close to the field goal for 54 yards. Again, a 54-yard field goal is hard to get. But, dude, you were kicking 65 and 67-yard attempts near the goal line. Why do you not even get it close to the freaking post? Like, good God, dude. Panthers blew a big lead. Panthers were ahead. I think it was 27-10. 27-10 lead going into the fourth quarter, and you blow it. Awful. And then the Cardinals, they were up 17. They were up 10-7 early, and they looked awful too. They kept tied at 17, but then they had a chance to get the lead, and they missed the field goal. Brutal. So Joey Sly and Jane Gonzalez are both awful. That pretty much eliminates the Panthers from being a 500 team. And I know Camel Toe is going to lose that bet because I know he was supposed to bet that the Panthers were going to be 500 or better. They're not going to be 500. They definitely are going to lose when they come back from the bye against the Packers or against the Saints. They'll definitely lose one of those games. Yeah, the Cardinals choked big time. The Panthers were the worst choking today. They choked the worst. 27-10 lead, and they choke it. That's embarrassing. Like, good God, dude, that was absolutely embarrassing. 27-10, they blew a lead badly. Cardinals, yeah, they blew it too. Cardinals still have a chance to make the playoffs, though. Cardinals are pretty much done. The Vikings are pretty much still technically alive somewhat, but we'll see how things go from there. The Panthers next week have a bye week. The Panthers and Buccaneers both have bye weeks at week 13. That makes no fucking sense, but still. Yeah, I agree. The Chargers will definitely beat them, and then the Rams and Dolphins will eliminate from playoff contention. Yeah, I can see that 100%. So the Cardinals, they're still in it. Patriots are pretty much barely alive. They should lose within the next couple of weeks, though. They will be eliminated. Thank God, because I do not want to see the Patriots in the playoffs. So those are those 2 games. Cardinals play the Rams next week at Arizona. And the Patriots play the Chargers on the road. Vikings play. Who do the Vikings play next week? The Vikings play the Jaguars. Oh, they'll win that game. They should win that. They should win that game. The Jaguars are pretty garbage, even though they competed pretty well. Browns, Jaguars. Browns almost fucking blew it. Oh my god, dude. Dude, the Browns, even though they're 8-3, they're not a very good 8-3 team. They just got lucky with their playoff schedule. I get it, they'll play the Baltimore Ravens in a few weeks, pretty much eliminating Baltimore, which I hope to God happens. But you almost lost the Jaguars. Oh my god. You let Mike Glennon in his first start in God knows when come in and just toss all over that Browns defense. And that Browns defense is not that good, man. It is just not good at all. My God. Like even though they are players, they're overrated as a defense. Their offense is the only thing keeping them in games, but their offense can really only operate against bad teams. So Browns more likely looking like a one-and-done team. They'll beat Baltimore, and I think they'll win their next game. Well, actually, no. They play Tennessee next week. They're not winning that. Let's be honest. The Titans are on a roll, dude. Yeah, I agree. Patriots make the playoffs. They'll be a first round. Yeah, I can agree with that, but I don't think they'll make the playoffs. I think they'll be 8-8 or 7-9 at worst. Then we have the game that is absolutely considered a humongous dumpster fire, Saints and Broncos. So the Broncos, if you guys do not know, had no available quarterbacks due to the Broncos breaking protocol, like the quarterbacks breaking protocol. With Jeff Driscoll testing positive for COVID, the Broncos quarterbacks were not wearing masks around Jeff Driscoll, and that's embarrassing. So they all had to be taken out of the game. They still let this game continue. I don't know why they wouldn't let the Baltimore Ravens game continue, but good God, dude. That's a locale of the week, though, is all the Broncos quarterbacks not wearing masks. That's embarrassing. Good thing we won't have to worry about this till next year when the vaccine comes out and everyone can just say, oh, you can take the vaccine if you need to. But no, the Bucks, we'll talk about that game in a little bit, but the Saints-Broncos game, you got to start a wide receiver from the practice squad at quarterback. He completed one pass out of 9 attempts for 13 yards. Oh, my God, that's pretty bad. They only scored 3 points. Good God. Yeah, the Buccaneers, I don't know how they're going to do right now. I don't talk about the Bucs in a little bit, but still, the Broncos, they have absolutely no offense without a quarterback, and it showed. I feel bad for the guy, though, because he was just trying to do everything, and they literally had to rely on him in the last minute. So coming in the last minute, actually playing somewhat decent football, I'll actually give you credit, man. I'll give you credit from not playing quarterback from your freshman start in 2017 was the last time you started a college football, a quarterback. Coming in the NFL and just being in the last minute thrown in against the Saints defense, I'll give you credit, man. You played decently well. But still, get a quarterback for next week, Broncos. The Saints play the Falcons next week. The Broncos play the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday night. Is that on Sunday Night Football? Why is that game on Sunday Night Football? If I were the NFL, I'd flex the hell out of that game. Get that game off Sunday night. Make it a different game. Like, good God, dude. Make it Rams-Cardinals. That'd be a better Sunday night game because you have two competitive teams. Don't make it Broncos-Chiefs. Are you kidding me? Chiefs are a 13.5-point favorite. That game's going to be a slaughter. Change that Sunday night game out, please. That's going to be terrible. And then finally, let's get into the last couple games. 49ers, Rams. Rams really shot the bed. They were up. They really let the 49ers get ahead of them. The Rams came close and tied it, but the 49ers won at the end. And you know what the thing is, though? The 49ers always beat the Rams. I don't know what it is. The 49ers could go 2-14, but both their wins would come against. But the 49ers would both have both their wins against the Rams. I don't know what it is. The Rams play extremely well against the Rams. I don't know what it is, and it's always happened. I don't know why the Rams cannot be the Niners, and I'll definitely know I will not pick the Rams when they play the Niners in Week 17. That's for sure. I think the Rams will definitely lose to the Niners. Actually, no, they've swept them this year. So they lost 16-24, and 2023, yeah, they swept them this year. So Rams definitely need a rebound. Browns Titans for Sunday night. That could actually be a good game. I'd actually be down to see Browns Titans Sunday night game because I'd like to see the Browns get a Sunday night game because the Browns, they haven't had a Sunday night game since last year, and give them a Sunday night game. I'd be fine with that, to be honest with you. I'd be much more fine with that. There are two teams in the playoffs. Don't have the Chiefs in the Sunday night game because that game's going to blowout, and the Chiefs, that game could just be moved to a 1 o'clock game. Just switch those two games, please. Browns Titans actually I'd be happy with. Yeah, you were wrong, but this Jets game still did tell you. I'm sorry, man. Dude, the Jets are going to go 0-16. Let's be honest here. They may win that one game against the Patriots, but that's it. That's the only time they have a chance to win. Otherwise, they're probably going to go 1-16. Let's be honest here. This team is bad. They're dumpster fire levels bad. And then last but not least, Chiefs Buccaneers. I had the Buccaneers as an upset pick of the week, but unfortunately the Chiefs won. Because Tom Brady just had some bad passes go his way, though, which stinks because the Patriots, the Buccaneers could have won this game if Brady didn't turn them all over. He couldn't. But still, holy crap. Oh, man. It's just, those turnovers were terrible. They were awful. Brady should not have thrown because one of them was a deflection. I get that. But the other interception, he should not have thrown. It was bad. So, oh, my God. So, yeah, I definitely agree. Browns Titans is definitely game of the week next week. I 100% agree. I'll be watching Steelers Washington next week. That'll be probably a game I watch on my own. I'm hoping I could do a stream on my channel for Steelers Ravens reactions on the Tuesday night game. But yeah, that's pretty much the NFL right now. This game is 27-10. Bears just scored a touchdown. It was a quick pass to Allen Robinson. That game's still pretty much over. About to go into halftime. The Buccaneers made way too many mistakes. They could not stop the Chiefs on defense. That is the thing. And that's why I think we have an advantage over the Chiefs right now. I think the Steelers definitely have an advantage. Why? Our defense is the best in the league, and we can make the tackles that the Buccaneers' defensive player cannot. And the thing is, to beat the Chiefs, I'm saying this right now, to beat the Chiefs, the way you beat them, keep the offense off the field. You keep Patrick Mahomes and that team's offense off the field, you guys are going to win more often than not. That's what the Raiders did. That's what the Buccaneers did for the most part, because after that first quarter the Chiefs had, scoring 17-0, they only scored 10 points the rest of the game. So you get pressure Mahomes, you make him have to run or make these crazy throws, and you keep the offense off the field. That's pretty much how you beat the Chiefs. The Buccaneers did a really good job of that, even though they made too many mistakes. That was the problem. You made too many mistakes. Brady made mistakes. Do I think the Buccaneers can still go to the playoffs? Yes. But the thing is, it's going to take time. It's going to take time because they still got to play some big games on the road. They got to play they got a couple more division games left. They got to play the Falcons twice, I think. Yeah, they got to play the Buccaneers. They got to play the Falcons twice. They got to play some tough opponents. Because I know next week they played the Falcons. Oh, next week they're on a bye, but week 14 they play the Falcons. Which I don't know. Oh, they got to play the Vikings left too. The Vikings, they should beat the Detroit Lions. Their schedule's pretty favorable. They got Minnesota, Detroit, and Atlanta twice. They should win out. I really think they should win out. And I think they'll probably get a playoff spot, but still. Yeah, they could have won this game. They didn't make all those mistakes, but unfortunately they did. 27-10, Packers lead the half. That game's pretty much over. It's a blowout. So, I'm going to watch out here. That's pretty much the NFL as it stands right now. You still have Seahawks, Eagles Monday night, and Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens week in Tuesday. That will conclude week 12. Man, what a season this has been, though. Oh, I agree. Yeah, use long, slow drives, run the ball down their throat, and you just kill clock. You kill as much clock as you can. And on defense, you get to Mahomes quick. You can get to Mahomes quick before he can escape the pocket. You're going to get to him pretty quickly. So, yeah, I agree. You have to be able to pressure Mahomes. I think the Steelers can realistically, they're the only defense that can realistically do that. The Raiders did that a few weeks ago, and that's how they got Mahomes to throw those interceptions. Look bad, but yeah, I think the blueprint to beat the Chiefs is there. You just got to be able to execute it. And unfortunately, a lot of these teams can't do it. I still think the Chiefs are going to lose a couple of games on the road. I think they're probably going to be 13-3 or 12-4. They got to play the Saints left. They got to play. They'll win next week against the Broncos. Let's be honest. They'll beat the Broncos, but oh god, that's a little tight. They have a schedule where they'll probably lose some games because the Buccaneers, because the Chiefs, they'll be beatable. They're a beatable team. They're not going to stay down one loss rest of the way. They got to play at Miami. I think that's a trap game. Playing at Miami is definitely a trap game. I think the Dolphins can definitely beat the Chiefs. They have the team to do it. At the Saints, yeah, they'll probably lose at the Saints. Chargers and the Falcons to remain the rest of the season. I think they could probably – the Chargers could get them, but I don't know with their defense. But we'll see. We'll see what happens right now, but hopefully teams can listen to that explanation. Just run the ball – long drives, and keep the offense off the field while getting pressure on Mahomes without blitzing. That's how you're going to beat the Chiefs. So that's pretty much the NFL stuff, sports stuff in general. There really hasn't been much other talks right now other than the NHL possibly using a bubble to start the season with them moving into the regular games after that. But right now the plan is to have the NHL season start January 1st. Is what is going on right now, but maybe in a bubble, we'll see, because I know they're supposed to do a Winter Classic game. So I haven't heard much with hockey, which is crazy. Yeah, I think I could see at least 2 upset losses, maybe a third. We'll see. Oh, man. Oh, boy, it's been a good day, though. I got to go to the beach today, so I can't complain. Got to relax and watch some football. Hear about the freaking Browns game. I got to watch the end of the Browns-Jaguars game, and I did watch a little bit of the Buccaneers-Chiefs game as well, but still. This week, though, has some pretty bad games. I'll go into my early predictions for next week because there are a lot of games that could be really easy to pick. Some of them could be upset potential. You got Saints-Falcons to the Thursday night game. Saints, wait, no, there is no Thursday night game. It was supposed to be Baltimore Ravens, Dallas Cowboys. That's moved to Monday night. So there's no Thursday games. It'll just be the Tuesday game. It'll just be the Tuesday game, and then we'll have any football until Sunday. First game is Dolphins and Bengals. Oh God, Dolphins are ahead by 11.5 points as a favorite. Yeah, that should be an easy win for the Dolphins. Saints, Falcons. Saints are 3.5 point favorite. Though that could game could go either way, especially with how Atlanta looked today. Oh, there you go. That was near the end of the Browns game. Lions, Bears. That right now is a coin flip. That game could go either way, especially with the Bears being the Bears. I don't know how that game's going to be. Browns-Titans is probably the game of the week, even though Tennessee is a 4.5 point favorite. I think the Browns could definitely get a win, but probably more likely will be the Saints. I mean, the Titans winning that game. Jaguars, Vikings. God, that's going to be a blowout. Vikings are ahead by 9.5 right now. Vikings should win that easily. Raiders, Jets. Raiders only a 7.5 point favorite. I'm surprised. Thought it'd be more, but I think the Raiders should win. Colts, Texans. Colts are a 3-point favorite, but it will be a very, very interesting game that could go either way realistically, especially with how Indianapolis' defense looked awful today. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 o'clock games. Then before the 4 o'clock games, you have Steelers, Washington football team. I really can't say because we haven't played. We'll play till Tuesday. But I think we should win that game. Especially if we beat Baltimore convincingly. I think we should play that. So then we have Rams, Cardinals. Rams are a 1.5 point favorite. That game could realistically go another way as well. Giants, Seahawks. Oh, God, the Seahawks should blow them out. The Seahawks have not played, but Seahawks, if I had to guess a point spread, it would probably be Seattle by at least 6.5 or more. Probably be more without Daniel Jones. So I can't really say too much about it. Eagles, Packers. That's another one where the Eagles haven't played yet, but the Packers, especially with how they're playing right now, they should be at least be a 10-point favorite. I think the Packers will win easily. And that's the Fox game of the week next week. Oh, shit, that sucks. And you have Patriots, Chargers. Chargers are 1.5 point favorites against the Patriots. I would like to see the Chargers win. I don't want to see the Patriots win that game. I think the Chargers will win. Then the tentative Sunday night game right now is Broncos Chiefs. But right now we probably won't find that out until probably till later in this broadcast. So right now the Chiefs are a 13.5 point favorite. Give me the Chiefs easily. And then 2 Monday night games. You have the Cowboys, Ravens, but will be postponed to 5 p.m. Eastern time on Fox. I don't know who will be the favorite in this game. I don't know. But the Cowboys will have a ton of rest going into the game because they were originally supposed to play Thursday, but now they'll have till Monday night. The Ravens will still be missing a lot of players. I got the Cowboys. Should be winning that game convincingly. And then Bills, 49ers, the Monday night game. Should be a really good game. I think that'll be a competitive game. And I think the Bills should win that game convincingly. So, yeah, I could see the Bills beating us right now. I don't know right now. I'm not sure. Bills play the 49ers. Let's see how they look after that week. Let's see how both teams look after week 13, and that'll probably make a good decision. Because I want the Steelers to win because I have a bet going with Mr. Bear, aka Mr. Garrison96 on YouTube. He's a non-TTC member. He's a Bills fan. I may do another one with Bills Mafia. If you want Bills Mafia, I could definitely do one. What's up, Andy? How you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in. I may do another bet. We'll see. But right now the bet is with my buddy Gary. If the Steelers beat the Bills, then he will join us on Painting Game Pick'ems for the playoffs all the way to the Super Bowl. And maybe he'll be a guest host next year, but we'll see. Then we have, if the Bills beat the Steelers, I had to send them a bottle of the little bit of the bubbly champagne, which I have in my room, save for special occasions. That's pretty much that. The Steelers-Bills game will be having a few weeks. Let's see what happens there. We're talking about Ryan Shazier right now, Sunday Night Football. Man, it stinks that Ryan Shazier can't play anymore, but honestly, the thing is, there's no way he could play after that injury. That was way too bad. I'm just glad he's walking and be able to spend time with his family. No spoilers. Oh, God. All right. So it's been nearly an hour right now. I don't know if you guys want me to go into some other stuff. I can go into a little bit of stuff that I think is going on in the news. I don't know if you guys want me to end it. Here you go, Mike. Here we go. The Steelers-Ravens game. Ravens generate additional positive tests today. Tuesday night still scheduled to be played. Thank God. It is tentative to if there's any test Monday night, but more likely there should not be any test Monday night. All right. That's fine. Okay, cool, Bills Mafia. Just let me know what you want to do, man, for the bet for the Steelers-Bills game. Let me know what you want to do. I'll think about it, and then we'll probably address in my hate week for week 14. So it's been an hour. I don't know where you guys want me to go from here in my stream. Do you want me to go into some news and some politics? I actually wanted to go – actually was part of my original topic was to go over some election update stuff, but it has mainly been a sports stream so far. So if you guys want me to do the politics thing, I could go into it because there's some big news coming out and I can go over that. Or do you guys want me to talk about something else? Just let me know now before I make my decision. Because right now I probably am going to go into the little bit of the political spectrum because I definitely wanted to do something that's definitely talk about some big things going on. So I'll leave that to you guys for a second. Give me a second, real quick. Hold on. Excuse me. I just sneezed. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, it's not good. But anyways, just let me know. It's been an hour. Probably start the next topic being out in a minute or so. So if you guys do you want me to go into the politics thing or you want me to do something else, just let me know. Oh my God. Okay, this is funny. Before I go into anything, look at this. With the first pick of the 2021 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Sarah Fuller from Vanderbilt University. Now that'd be funny. Oh my God, that's funny though. And she's not even a real football player. Jesus Christ, that's funny though. Because Vanderbilt suck. Let's see here. All right, so let me get into this little bit of this topic real quick. So I don't know if you guys have been following the big news lately, and I actually been talking about some stuff, but I'll actually go into it into detail. The media right now has been really, really trying to hide the fact that there's been outright election fraud going on. And I'll actually go into some more details about what exactly the fraud's been. There has been a lot of fraud in regards to this election. And I can go over everything with you guys right now that we have not covered. I know I've covered a good amount. There's some stuff that has not been covered, especially with on A-Bomb's channel. I've gone on there a good amount of times to talk about politics more often than not. I try not to talk about it too much on my main channel just because it's a little bit divisive, especially with the climate and the state of the country right now. But some of the new information that's come out over the past few weeks, especially the past couple of days, has been damning evidence. It's been unreal. The big thing I found today, actually, is Michigan's voter turnout per county. And it's no more township. It's more township / county. And if you guys see this in Michigan, what the percentage of turnout is compared to percentage of registered voters, it's unfucking believable. And it's ridiculous because these numbers, when I saw this, I thought this had to be a joke. But no, this is real shit that they're doing. And this is for each township. So before I do that, also, my buddy James the Emperor sent me this too. So there's a guy on Twitter named Rogan O'Handley on Twitter. He's like a big senator. I mean, he's a big political personality. And this is a friendly reminder, and this is really interesting if you listen to this carefully. A friendly reminder that Obama resigned from his Senate seat in November 16, 2008 after winning the presidential election. It's almost December, and Kamala Harris has not resigned from her Senate seat. Think about that. She knows what's going on. And if you guys want to see the tweet, I have it right here. There we go. Look at that shit. Boom. There's some evidence right there for you. And now this is the big thing I want to get into. I won't say every one of them because it's going to take me a while, but look at this shit, folks. Look at this right here. These are all Michigan's townships / cities. Look at these numbers. Let me give you the context. Average voter turnout in regards to percentage is usually about 30 to 60%. So 30 to 6% usually. And yeah, we'll get into Wisconsin, Pennsylvania in a little bit. But look at this, though. This is in Michigan. The biggest one I see right here is city of North Muskegon, where I actually know some people from. Look at that percentage turnout, 781.91%. That is mathematically impossible to have. So you're saying that mathematically, Muskegon has around 30-60% voter turnout, but overall their percentage for voting turnout is 780%. Why? That's ridiculous. And let's look at Detroit, shall we? Detroit, usually 30-60% at best. 139.29%. Let's look at some other ones. Zeeland Charter Township and St. Muskegon, 205.07. And even the lowest one, Zeeland County Township. Zeeland Charter Township, 90.59%. When it's supposed to be at least 30% in that township. What does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen? What does that tell you? Oh, my God. There's just so much more evidence that can go on here. And then also, speaking of Wisconsin, Wisconsin's individual stamped entries from the New York Times. And this is from the voting thing. Turnout here. And look at that big spike right there. Look at that big spike. That's the 143,379 voter dump. This is mathematically impossible to have. And Trump was leading above 51% on the lead data dump line until then. Wow. Makes you think. Makes you fucking think. And in Arizona, according to Rudy Giuliani's podcast, the Common Sense Podcast, Rudy Giuliani's Common Sense Podcast, according to his podcast, 36,000 illegal aliens voted in Arizona alone, and Biden was only ahead by 11,000 votes. That will completely change the election. And thanks to Hood Conservative on YouTube, and yes, unlike the libtards out there, I can provide my sources. Hood Conservative from YouTube posted that the Philadelphia mob boss created 300,000 votes for Joe Biden alone, and what he calls the greatest political heist of the century. 300,000, Trump was only behind 80,000. So those should all be thrown out. And if you guys listen to the Pennsylvania Senate hearings carefully, there was so much that happened. There was so much voter fraud that happened. It's unreal. So let me tell you guys this right now. All the people that are saying Trump's deranged or Trump can't accept losing, there's voter fraud going on and Trump's going to win. I will also point you some other live streams as well before I go ahead and call it a night. Check out this YouTube channel, Bronco Nuts. I'll actually point you to a really good live stream that I would actually listen to a lot. So give me a second. I'll actually pull that up here. I'll find it somewhere. Give me a second, guys. Here you go. Here you go. This is the stream I want you guys to watch. It is from the YouTube channel Bronco Nuts. We actually went over his hate week on my hate week analysis. But, dude, he does have some great political content, great videos on there. So go check out Bronco Nuts' channel. I'll go ahead and highlight it here. Go check out Bronco Nuts' video. That stream, watch all of it and listen to everything he says. Because this guy's predicted the future a lot, and he makes some damn great points. So let me see if there's anything else I want to go over, because there wasn't too much that has been going over since the last time we realistically went on A-Bomb stream. I'll see if there's anything else. If there's nothing else, I'll probably more ahead to call it a night on the stream, because it's been going over an hour now. Let me go ahead and look. Let me look here. Yeah, Twitter's not working. My Facebook Messenger. Oh, here you go. This was from Donald Trump himself on Facebook. Donald Trump, this was on November 27th. This was a few days ago. It says, Pennsylvania poll watcher, USB drives uploaded machines gave Biden thousands of votes. Says 47 USB drives are now missing. Every upload of those USB drives gave Biden 50,000 votes. What does that tell you? 47 times 50,000. Do you know what that number is? Do you know what it is? Realistically. So 47 times 50,000 votes. That's at least 2 million. That could be up to 2 million votes right there that Biden got illegally. And before I go, I'm going to make one last statement for you guys just about this whole thing. Pay attention to the Dominion voting software fraud of what's happened to it. Because ever since the election is over, every Dominion vote eligible employee has completely shut off all communication. And Dominion voting software is at least responsible for 5.9 million to around 8 to 15 million illegal votes that were hacked and switched from Trump to Biden. How do you think about that? So all the libtards watching, unlike you that can't prove evidence, I actually can. And there's going to be more stuff to come now in general because we have 39 days away from the Electoral College certifying the election results. So within this time, you're going to be seeing just this information come out slowly, but surely, but slowly, but surely. And watch out for the voting and scandals in general. Watch out for it because it's coming very, very soon. That's where I'm going to end the stream, guys. It's an hour and 12 minutes in. I just wanted to give a few quick thoughts. Let's get a little stream out there because I need to get my watch hours up. Before I go, I will show my watch hours thing just so you guys missed it in the very beginning. I am only, as of right now, I am at 3,777 public watch hours out of 4,000 required. Please, everyone, if you can, watch my playlist in the description of this video. Watch my videos as much as you can. Get my content to that point. I'm only 223 hours away from being monetized, and that would be huge for me because then I can start receiving super chats and getting my channel a little bit bigger each and every time. So with that being said, that's going to do it for tonight's stream. Thank you to every single person who's tuned in, from Andy Rod, Bill's Mafia, C.A. Cougar, Zach Kostoff, Leedy One, Kevin Rios, Erica Pork, Steel Dictate, Dick Button, Sean Johnson, Lady Steel, C.A. Cougar, Mixed Psychopath the Legend, Alexander, Zach Kostoff, and many others who tuned in. Thank you all for tuning in to this live stream. I'll try and do another one soon if I can. Tuesday night, I'll be live with the Steelers reaction to the game. And with that being said, thank you all, each and every one of you, for tuning in. See you guys later. Stay awesome. Let's go Steelers. Beat the Rat Fucks this week. And once again, Steve